So now we're going to talk about the I'm the Best in English Composition Writing series. This is by Educational Publishing House, written by Carolyn Lee. Okay, and this is available for primary 1 until 6. Okay, and so this series is really good for children who wants to do some self-learning at home, as well as for teachers to use in schools and tutors as well, and for parents. It's really good for parents as well because it gives you a lot of guidance. Okay, this is now the lower primary, which includes primary 1 until 3, and we are going to go into deep detail for each levels. Okay, so now these are the contents for primary 1. It includes tips for analyzing pictures, the plot, introduction, body, conclusion, your point of view, adjectives, verbs, nouns and pronouns, conflict, linking words, sequence, tenses, and similes. Okay, and when you're talking about tips for analyzing pictures, they start explaining to you on what it should include, like the setting, the time, the weather, characters, what happened in the story, what is about to happen. Is there a problem or a challenge? And what are the expressions? How are they feeling? And any other details of what is happening. Then they give you a picture where all these questions are asked to help train kids to answer these kind of questions and write their composition accordingly. And the next one is another exercise where they give you the picture and helping words. And these helping words can help the kids they can use it in their composition. And here they give you the plan, where in paragraph 1 they tell you on how to write the introduction. It's broken down in detail, what happens at the body, and the conclusion as well. And here a further breakdown of the outline is given. They include place, characters, the point of view, and the tenses that is to be used in the composition. So here they start writing the plan based on the picture. So the introduction, how would you start your introduction? What is there in your body, and how would you conclude it? And following that, you are given a model composition where the keywords are given, like this is the introduction, the body, and here they're describing the character, and what happens in the story, the problem, and the ending as well. And here we have the vocabulary list for children to use, can help in their improvement for their vocabulary as well. And the meanings are also given, so kids know how to use those words. Okay, and now we move on to now we look at the primary 2 for the English composition writing. And again, here the contents include almost the same as the primary 1 contents, which has the plot, introduction, body, and conclusion, as well as adjectives and verbs, nouns and pronouns, conflicts, linking words, punctuation, sentence variety, tenses, and similes. Okay. So the tips for analyzing the pictures are again described in detail here. And picture is given as well. And questions are asked in the first topic to help prepare the kids to answer these kind of questions when they're writing on their own. And the next step is where a picture is given and you are asked to write around 80 words for primary 2. And you are given the plan on what to write for your introduction, your body, and your conclusion. And this outline is then given for you to describe your place, your characters, your point of view, and the tenses that you want to use for your composition writing. And then they further break down your introduction based on the picture and the body and the conclusion as well. Following that is your model composition, again with keynotes given, which are highlighted for you to read on. And vocabulary words are also given with meanings, and their word class. So children know how to use these words. Okay. Keywords, key answers are also available at the back for parents to check the answers as well, and for children to go through it as well. Now the primary 3 for the English composition writing. If you look at the contents, again it has the plot, introduction, body with adjectives, action scenes, nouns and pronouns, linking word sequence, sentence variety, similes. And you are given the tips as well for analyzing pictures for you to review again. And here you are given an exercise, one picture, and questions are asked at the beginning for you to be able to answer these questions later on your own when writing your composition. So over here we have pictures. There are 4 pictures rather than one picture which was given in primary 1 and 2. So these 4 pictures help you to start off in further detail. You break down what happens at the introduction, and you know the body, what the climax later on, and finally the conclusion. So at this point most kids will have a similar outline of their composition writing because the pictures are given, so they have more or less the same kind of story. And here they give you a plan on how to break down your story, which is with your introduction, again your body, and finally your conclusion. And your outline is also given, where you are supposed to describe your place, characters, point of view, and tenses. And this is a further breakdown, so you basically answer the questions from your plan to your outline based on the picture given. And here we have the model composition. Again, the keywords are given with highlights, so you can go through them. And vocabulary list is given with their meanings. And this would help the kids to use it for their composition writing. Following that, there is answer keys at the back for you to go through if parents need to see it, or if children are doing some self-learning on their own.